we first became engaged with Myanmar, of course, after Cyclone Nargis and the whole debate about whether the principle of responsibility to protect applied or not. The centre looked at that in quite some detail, and we issued a report which basically followed the same line that the UN Secretary General and ASEAN took, which was, although this was a grave humanitarian crisis, and although it was imperative that the Myanmar government open up to humanitarian assistance, there wasn't at that time a prima facie case for labelling this an R2P issue, and neither was such labelling have been helpful. Our sense was that to label this an R2P issue would have antagonised the government of Myanmar further.
So there is an obvious pragmatic dimension here.
Absolutely. In the case of Asia Pacific, it's absolutely essential that the principle be narrowly interpreted and related to the 4 crimes set out in the 2005 World Summit.
Remind us of those 4 crimes.
Genocide, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and ethnic cleansing.
And that, of course, did not apply to this particular situation.
That's right. And the other thing to bear in mind in that situation is that there were other mechanisms in place that were more appropriate than R2P for dealing with, such as, for example, the General Assembly has passed several resolutions on humanitarian access, as have the Security Council and some of its previous resolutions on the protection of civilians. And that was the key route in relation to Cyclone Nargis, was opening up humanitarian access.